Last time, on Canada's Greatest Know-It-All, a star was revealed as Andrew dominated for his team in 2 separate challenges.
Okinawa, that's where karate was invented.
Who would have known that he's a nerdy cartographer?
Come on, guys.
Then found himself in the elimination zone for the 4th time in 5 weeks. But Owen made it his last and sent him home.
You're a good man, Ben.
Now, the final 5 face some fearsome challenges.
Oh my God!
And blast away at each other.
That was awesome.
In the battle to become Canada's Greatest Know-It-All. Know-it-alls love the thrill of knowledge, acquiring it, using it, and telling us how much they know, even if we're not really that interested. But thrills come in many different forms. And when a know-it-all can't control them or take the bull by the horn, so to speak, for them, the thrill is gone. Good morning and welcome. This is Canada's Wonderland. I've shut the entire place down. In fact, it's all yours. But this is not just a walk in the park. You have work to do. Here's your challenge. In your teams, you'll ride some of this park's most extreme thrill rides. Their job is to answer 3 questions about each ride that involve science, engineering, and the experience itself. Observe them, ride them, then answer the questions to win.
I hate roller coasters. I hate them. They're excruciating.
This should be a place that people enjoy. I hate this place.
I don't understand people who don't like coasters. Life is not right unless you feel like you're about to die.
Now it's down to just 5 of you. Now, the teams as they are, Team Orange, Andrew, Laura, and Scott, and Team Blue, just Owen and Carla. So here's what I'm gonna do. Team Blue, I'm gonna let you pick one person from Team Orange to join Team Blue. You have 1 minute to discuss that and pick the person.
Scott, there's no decision to make there.
Scotty.
Why are you picking Scott?
Because he's a smart dude, we work well together.
All right, Scott, you are now with Team Blue.
I'm happy to work with anyone here.
All right, come with me. Okay, this ride is called Flight Deck. Flight Deck simulates the experience of flying in a fighter jet. Its dangling seats fly through 5 full 360-degree loops over 700 meters of twisting, turning track. But before you ride, here are your questions. You've got 10 minutes to explore. Off you go.
Where's their front gate? And we gotta stay together.
Okay, well, I'm assuming that's what they mean by the first hill.
Andrew and Laura haven't spent much time in amusement parks. They've been busy parked in classrooms much of their young lives, so they naturally turn to theory to solve these problems.
Our strategy was to use trigonometry, because we realized the lift chain formed the hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle.
I think it's like a 40-degree angle.
As long as we knew this angle here at the bottom, we could calculate the height of the triangle.
It's around 20 meters.
But Team Blue has a different approach. Forget the numbers and focus on a more practical solution.
Count the steps. Go quick. When we're trying to figure out heights, I just have to count how many steps go up it and the rise of each step. How many you got to where you are, Carla?
60.
Guesstimate the stairs. We measured, it's a foot stair.
30 meters.
Foolish mortals don't know trigonometry.
I don't know how to strap in here. I don't like being strapped into a machine that I have zero control over.
Odd for a guy whose lifelong dream is to be strapped into a rocket ship on a trip to Mars.
Okay, so I feel my feet really pulling away.
Andrew's dedicated much of his life to the pursuit of space travel.
If I could do anything, I would be an astronaut.
In his day job as an aerospace engineer, he designed spacecrafts that he would love to fly someday.
Something where it's a really important challenge for humanity. Obviously, the risk is worth taking.
Andrew,
Yes.
this is like you're going to Mars right now.
Actually, I'm going to pretend it's a jet fighter.
Bye!
I don't enjoy fear. And I don't enjoy feeling of being out of control.
10, 11.
This is it.
Yeah, we're going down!
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Arizona.
They're upside down now. I don't know how they can calculate with their eyes shut.
20, 25.
Keep counting. Keep flying your jet, Andrew. Jet fighter, jet fighter, jet fighter. They come.
Boy, that sucked really hard.
Question 1 was done by both teams before their ride. The height of the highest peak.
That's around 20 meters.
30 meters.
So what do you have for time, Laura?
1 minute, 27 seconds.
We both came up with the same amount of seconds. 40 seconds. Okay.
48 kilometers
What am I doing?
per hour.
How long did it take you? It took us 5 seconds to drop that hill. It's like you put yourself on your motorcycle, and how fast does the wind feel in your face? So the doing the math on that would have been useless. We guessed it at 60 kilometers an hour.
Blue scored 3 out of 3 correct answers, closest to the correct ones, and orange, absolutely 0.
Our math was completely 100%, to my knowledge, correct. So it came down to estimation and our measurements.
We weren't as good at estimating.
Blue wins flight deck. All right, your second ride. This is called Cyclone. It's a
Above it actually does that?
Yes, it does. Okay, calm yourself. Don't worry.
I knew that Laura could not do it herself, so she needed me to go.
Okay, calm yourself.
I really didn't want to go.
In Andrew's world, the way to push back fear is to use science to convince himself that everything will be all right.
I think that we're complicating it too much. No, Andrew, don't bring it up. Just think like a stupid person would think.
I had 2 bad options. I could sit out and let Laura down, cause our team to lose, or go against my will.
Andrew, listen. Get rest.
All right.
Hold on tight and enjoy your ride.
Yeah, right.
Just a nice little swing. Already? Don't throw up! The know-it-alls have been challenged to reverse engineer some seriously intense thrill rides. But on just their second spin, Andrew's on the edge. And his brain is getting scrambled. Oh, here we go. Don't forget to count, know-it-alls. Keep counting. Don't throw up. All right, let's get him off.
Well, it was really uncomfortable.
The cyclone was very disorientating. I came off of that with very little confidence. How many full pendulum swings during this ride? I counted 9 total.
How many full pendulum swings have you heard?
7, I think.
What is the largest pendulum swing degrees? 120 degrees.
Yeah, fine.
Probably 200.
How many times the wheel rides completely above 90 degrees horizontal axis to the ride? Okay, we'll go for it.
I would say 4 times then.
4 times.
Well, welcome back. And round 2, Cyclone. And in spite of Andrew's moaning, he and Laura came back, taking 2 out of the 3 answers and winning this one. Going into the final round, Leviathan, which we're standing under right now. Canada's biggest, fastest, and highest roller coaster. Little twist, you're going to experience it first. The questions come after. Off you go.
It's like torture. I don't know. It's the worst thing you could possibly do, and there's no purpose. Why would you ever do this?
I'm not going to lie to you. This is a long way up. You go over an almost vertical drop, over 80 degrees at 148 kilometers an hour. And in a moment, the know-it-alls are going to go right over.
Oh my gosh, I'm actually gonna be able to ride this ride. I'm so excited.
But not quite so exciting for Laura's teammate, Andrew. He's digging in and pulling the plug.
I made a decision that I wasn't going to do any more rides.
So, the pressure's on Laura, who's now solely responsible for gathering the crucial information to win this final and deciding round. It's 1 against 2.
I would rather be eliminated than go on a roller coaster like this.
All right, they're coming. Hello, know-it-alls! Oh, bye! Bye! Oh, my word! Oh, no!
I actually brought my legs in and wedged myself into, as much into the fetal position as I could for the drop. Here we go again. You're gonna need a wet cleanup in aisle 1.
Question 1. What is the highest point of Leviathan?
93 meters?
Yeah, do you actually think it's 93 meters? I don't.
I thought the height was about 93 meters, and Andrew thought it was about 40 meters.
I know that people generally overestimate heights when they see them. You can increase it a bit if you want. Increase it to 45 at most, but it's not 93, I guarantee.
Okay.
I had 60, 70, she had 70, you're saying 70, 80, so we're going 70.
Question 2. How many stacked pop cans does it take to reach the highest point of the ride?
I don't want to go with less than 400.
We need to measure the height of a pop can. By dividing a piece of paper up, then you can easily make yourself a little ruler. 7, 7, 8?
And question 3. What is the total distance of Leviathan's track?
How long are we gonna say this is?
Okay,
2,500 meters?
Yeah.
I go with gut feeling of 1.2 kilometers.
I am 100% confident with our formulas, but our estimates I can't be sure of.
Was it fun or was it a total nightmare?
I don't enjoy any of this. The height, that falling sensation, that's a big problem.
After the questions for Leviathan, Blue swept this one again. Final score in the challenge. Blue, you win 2 rounds out of 3, you win the challenge. Team Orange, there will be consequences for losing this challenge. Off you go.
Choosing Scott was the right choice because Scott's the strongest one here. No 2 ways about it.
I'm honored that these people consider me an asset to their team and wanted to work with me. I'd like to see it be between Owen and I at the end.
I don't know what kind of Big Brother crazy high school crap they're playing, but I am playing Canada's Greatest Know-It-All.
I believe I can win.
Welcome back to the pit, know-it-alls. We haven't been here for a while, but first, let's talk about teams. In the last challenge, I allowed the 2-person team of Carla and Owen to steal a player, and they chose Scott, and you guys did very well. But today, I'm gonna do the exact opposite. Andrew and Laura, you now have an opportunity to steal one of the players from Team Blue. You have 30 seconds to do it now.
Let's just steal Scott back. We'll steal Scott back. That was a no-brainer. Stealing Scott?
Andrew, why did you choose Scott?
Scott is a really good complement to our abilities, but Scott brings the practical side, and in a place like this, that's what you want.
I'm honored that they appreciate me.
Now, for today's challenge, and it's in 2 parts. The first part is a race. On your tables are enough parts and pieces to assemble a very powerful potato gun. But you won't have instructions. Here's the challenge. We're giving them PVC pipe, hairspray for propellant, and a barbecue lighter for the igniter. Once they assemble their guns, they shoot at their target from 3 distances: 90, 120, and 150 feet away. They must hit their target from all 3 distances. And the first team to do it wins a reward for the second part of the challenge. And believe me, you'll want a shot at that. Okay, your 90 minutes starts now. Tick-tock.
Scott's gonna be going freaking fast here.
We didn't have Scott to help with the building, and we knew, too, that their gun was going to come together so fast.
Oh, rats, now I gotta build something. I've never built a potato gun. I've never worked with PVC pipe before.
How does this work? Does it go like this? That doesn't look right.
Can you cut off a piece this long of this tube?
They didn't care what I thought. Scott took control of the design of the build.
We need to make some kind of mount.
He's just, I think, comes from a place where he's not used to giving up control.
Team Orange's assembly is done, and they're lining up for their first shot from 90 feet.
Click it.
Whoa, damn it.
Okay, we're a little high.
Too high.
It missed, but perfect power and distance. Team Blue, you better kick it into gear soon, or this is going to be over before you even start.
Something's wrong with this.
Okay, come here. There was definitely a sense of panic.
No, outside. They gotta go together.
There's just 2 of us, and I'm not really the most useful. What, like along here?
Yes, quick.
All right.
It's no good standing back and wringing your hands. Oh, no. Well, no, roll your sleeves up and get something done.
That one goes on here. Damn it, quick.
Team Orange is locked, loaded, and firing again. Oh! And she hits it!
Okay, let's move it back, guys.
Nice shot! There you go. Laura has hit the target from 90 feet.
We're pooched. We're out.
In part 1 of a ballistics challenge, the 2 teams of know-it-alls are building explosive potato guns and blasting targets. Oh! And she hits it! Team Orange have hit their first from 90 feet and are moving back to 120. But Team Blue is struggling. They're still in assembly mode and need to get in the game quick.
We're pooched.
And now, Team Orange is on to 120 feet.
Whoa!
Just over the target, but lots of power.
I knew it would be a matter of just taking as many shots as possible, throwing as many potatoes as possible onto target.
And that one's just under. Shot 3, locked, loaded from 120 feet. Oh, that was close!
Why is that happening?
Owen, you gonna catch up?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to be really good shots once you get this going. Team Orange, shot 4.
Oh! It was like fire, fire, reload, fire, fire, reload.
Firing!
Yes! Yes! They've got it! Andrew, from 120 feet, hit the target. Team Orange is now on to their last distance. But it looks like Carla and Owen are finally coming onto the firing range. Question is, will their gun even fire?
Quick,
I had a definite moment of this is not going to go well. Thanks.
go get him.
Shoulder mounted, they're going to encounter a lot of aiming problems.
Bazooka. Bazooka.
That gun's bigger than you, Carla. Oh my gosh, she's wobbly, but ready to blast from 90 feet.
Firing!
First shot! A direct hit! Wow! And they're back in it!
That was awesome.
Don't piss off Carla if she has a bazooka potato cannon. Let me just say that.
And all of a sudden, I realized that this is a pretty awesome gun.
Nails the target on the first time. That was good luck.
Owen and Carla are onto their second distance from 120 feet, but Scott and Team Orange just need one hit from 150 to win. Oh, close! It was almost over! Scott, first attempt from 150 and missed the target by 2 inches. Right now, we have a race, and Orange is firing again.
Oh my God!
Good power, but further off target.
Holy crap.
You guys are supposed to be improving. Scott is getting worse and now missing wildly. But he's shooting again. All right.
Firing.
Holy crap. You're about 20 feet over the target. Owen and Carla are now wrestling with their gun. Come on, guys. And Owen's finally ready to take a shot from 120.
Hey!
Yes! And you hit the absolute center of that target.
Damn right.
Get to 150, make this a race.
And then bang, he nails the target. Now he's right next to us.
Oh, damn.
No one built a better gun. The larger combustion chamber made it more consistent.
Yeah, I was very happy. I outbuilt Scott.
Oh crap, they're getting closer. I was freaking out.
Next shot wins.
Push, lean in.
Ram it, ram it. My arm's getting tired from loading that damn thing. The confidence we had hitting our first 2 targets first was completely gone.
Go, don't twist, just push.
Firing!
And here we go, first attempt from 150. A miss! And Team Orange is firing again. Oh, no!
Okay, let's do it again.
They're both in the trenches, loading their muzzles, packing it down. All right, here we go. Team Blue firing, Orange firing. Who's going to hit the target first? Oh! Dead at it, but just low. Now Orange. And they've got it! Team Orange pulls it out and wins.
That was the best game yet.
That was so close.
Well, I would have had the next shot. I had it dialed in. They got their shot.
Congratulations, guys.
Nice work, man. Nice work.
Congratulations for winning the first part of the challenge, Team Orange. You guys will receive an advantage in the second half of the challenge. Let's bring out the big gun. All right, boys.
Holy crap.
Now this is an air gun. All right, fire! Oh, look at that. Whoa!
This is freaking awesome.
In part 1 of this huge challenge, the 2 teams of know-it-alls race to build spud guns and blast targets. Yes! Team Orange with Scott, Laura, and Andrew narrowly avoided a dramatic comeback from Team Blue's Owen and Carla. But now it's on to part 2, where the stakes are higher and everything is much bigger. Now this is an air gun.
Hydraulic.
Good about this. In a good way.
I've never seen anything that big. And to shoot a cannonball like that, I was completely amazed and confused at the same time.
In the second part of the challenge, you'll be shooting this baby. Your target is my know-it-all coffee truck parked on the top of that hill. In your teams, you'll shoot at my coffee truck from 3 distances: 900, 1,200, and 1,500 feet. Each round score is the measurement between the coffee truck and the cannonball's first point of impact. All 3 round scores are added together, and the team with the lowest total distance away from the truck wins. Now, I said there's going to be a reward for Team Orange winning the first part of the challenge, and it's 1 extra shot that you can do again in any round you like. Okay, here we are, round 1. We're 900 feet from the coffee truck, and for this round, your ammunition, watermelons. Hit my coffee truck, but don't overshoot. If you go in the forest, I'm scoring you double the distance of the other team's shot. Team Orange and Team Blue, go and explore all at once. You have 10 minutes. Off you go. 3 factors in this challenge: distance to the target, angle of the barrel, and power of this giant air gun. For this first round, the distance, 900 feet, power, 10 psi, but the angle of the barrel, well, that's our know-it-all's job to figure out.
R equals AT squared over 2.
In the air cannon challenge, math was definitely back in the game.
So I'm solving for T in terms of VNA to get rid of T from the equation.
I'm getting massive watermelon, length of the barrel diameter. They're doing all the math in the world. They were in their happy place. They don't trust themselves.
But numbers don't lie. So Laura's science and math skills are back in play and could be the key to winning.
It was a simple projectile motion calculation to find where the cannonball will hit the ground. I do these calculations all the time. I calculated 20 degrees, 20.
20. Okay, we're 20.
20 it is. Okay, all right. Thank you. On Team Blue, Carla and Owen are digging deep into their memory banks for some long-lost formulas.
I was stubbornly trying to remember undergraduate physics. It'd be great if I could remember how to calculate everything.
Well, I wish I had the math skills. I've been very lucky, and I've developed the instinct. That's not an excuse for not knowing your stuff.
I was thinking 23. 22 and a half sounds good.
22 and a half? Sounds like a guess. Did you use math in this or not?
No.
Shut up.
Here we go. Team Orange, you locked it in at 20 degrees. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, fire! All right, we're gonna mark that one. Team Orange's melon landed 73 feet from the coffee truck. Team Blue, 22 and a half degrees. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fire! For round 1, angle was everything. With just a slightly higher angle, Team Blue wins it, landing just 47 feet from the target. But we're moving the cannon back. All right, mark that one.
They were all number crunching, and their numbers didn't give them a damn bit of edge on us.
The reason our math was way off was because Laura had the calculator set to radians rather than degrees. So we came up with drastically wrong answers.
It's extremely frustrating, and I think that we might suffer for it.
All right, know-it-alls. The cannon is now parked 1,200 feet from the target, and now you're shooting with real ammo. Well, sort of. You're gonna do it with bowling balls. You have 10 minutes to think about it. This time, you're determining both angle and PSI. Go.
We've seen that the math has kind of crumbled. So I think now they're depending more on me than they were at the beginning. We don't have a protractor. We were trying to just visualize what angle to shoot at. If you fold the corner over on a piece of paper, you end up with 45 degrees. If you fold that again, you got 22 and a half. And if you fold it again, you end up with 11 and a quarter. I'm looking at what 11 or 12 degrees would look like when we're doing this gut check, right? Cited where approximately this would go, and it ended up being 11 degrees. That's what we chose to use.
Team Orange has their angle, now the power. 35 PSI, more than triple their first shot.
You're more accurate if you want to shoot something by shooting it like this than you are shooting it up in the air and trying to land on its head.
All right. But Owen on Team Blue is already on the same plan. Draw it, then eyeball it.
Just we have a visual reference of what an angle is. What does 45 degrees look like?
Like Team Orange, Team Blue is planning to blast at a low angle.
We're trying to blow it off the hill instead of land on it.
Round 2, Team Blue. Distance, 1,200 feet. Power, 25 PSI. And angle, 12 degrees. After 3, 2, 1, fire! Looks good. Straight at the target and... oh, just short, but close. We have a hit on the side of the hill.
Awesome.
Team Blue's ball landed 62 feet from the truck. Now, Team Orange. Distance 1,200 feet, power 35 PSI, and angle 11 degrees. Harder and lower than Team Blue's. Let's see what happens. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, fire! Straight as an arrow, a line drive, and Oh, short. Very much at the bottom.
Go as far as ours.
In round 2, angle trumped power, as Team Orange's straight shot failed to get the distance, landing 94 feet from its target, while Team Blue is closer again, just 62 feet away. After 2 rounds, Team Blue's in the lead by almost 60 feet, with just 1 round left. We're now 1,500 feet away from the coffee truck, just over a quarter of a mile, the same distance I shot to show the power of this enormous gun. Now, you saw my demonstration before. That was at 22.5 degrees and 35 PSI, and I hit the forest. Remember, if you overshoot, your score will be double the other team's from this round. You've got 10 minutes to rack your brains, devise your coordinates. Team Blue is ahead, but not by much. And remember, Team Orange, because you won the first round, you have 1 replacement shot in your arsenal if you need it.
We know what the first shot was here. It was 22.5 degrees at 35 PSI, and that rocketed into the trees.
Yes.
So we're talking about 12 degrees and 35 PSI.
For Team Blue, the safe play is to aim low to avoid the penalty of overshooting. Or not. What are your coordinates?
20 degrees.
So 20 degrees, 35. 20 degrees, 35. All right. Team Blue is playing a dangerous game, but a know-it-all just can't resist the temptation of destroying my truck. Go big or go home. Team Orange, 35 PSI, 12 degrees. 3, 2, 1, fire! Here we go, here we go. It's turning.
Oh, look at the hook on that thing.
Whoa!
No, that's the base of the hill.
It was a score. Team Orange's ball landed 97 feet from the truck. Their worst shot yet. Team Orange, last chance to use your extra shot.
We're gonna build off of what we just saw, and instead of going 12 degrees, we're gonna step it up a bit.
They now have no choice. They're raising the barrel higher and going for a direct hit, but risking going into the trees. Last chance to destroy my truck. Load her up.
That thing blew up.
Goodbye.
Oh, no! It went into the forest.
We were over the target, unfortunately, and there is nothing good about being over the target.
Not good indeed. Now, their first and worst shot of 97 feet counts, giving them a total of 264 feet. Team Orange just hit the trees at a barrel angle of 21 degrees. Now, Owen and Carla are locked in at 20, using the same power. The danger of overshooting is very real. If they do, they lose this challenge. Team Blue, 20 degrees and 35 PSI. Final shot. 3, 2, 1, fire! Oh, my word. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, my gosh. The know-it-alls have been trying to hit my coffee truck with our gigantic air cannon. And it's down to the final shot for Team Blue. 3, 2, 1, fire! Oh, my word. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh, my gosh. Whoa!
Wham, right in front of the truck.
It's a completely perfect shot. It was gorgeous. Yeah.
Team Blue's final cannonball hit a mere 15 feet from the coffee truck from 1,500 feet away. Absolutely amazing. Team Blue, you win the challenge. I'll see you guys, and it will be at the elimination zone. Welcome back to the elimination zone. There are 2 people amongst you who lost both challenges, Laura and Andrew. The 2 of you will be up for elimination today. 1 of you will be going home after this challenge.
Andrew has an amazing repository of knowledge, and he is by far one of the brightest, most knowledgeable people I've ever met.
There's really not a lot that Laura could do that I couldn't also do.
I would say Laura's really smart, and she retains a lot of information. If she put her mind to it, she could definitely take it. I actually do really want to stay in this competition and want to show people why I deserve to be in this. I'm going to come back swinging and kick ass.
In this elimination challenge, we are testing the age-old declaration of know-it-alls. You only have to show me once. In fact, it's one of the golden rules of being a know-it-all. We're going to show you 3 things by 3 experts in their field. Watch them once and simply repeat what you were shown. They will judge and score you. The first to win 2 rounds survives and stays in the competition. All right, are you ready to meet your first expert?
Sure.
Yeah.
This is Linda Benny. She's a North American record holder in speed. What is she so speedy at? Linda, take out your tools. That's right. Speed knitting.
Ah, crap. Who does this? Who still knits?
All right, Linda is going to give you a lesson in basic knitting. Then you'll have 5 minutes to race through and see how many correct stitches you achieve.
You use that hand to wrap the neat yarn around the needle.
I like working with my hands, definitely. But in terms of picking up a new skill that's really dexterous, oh man, I'm terrible at that.
Back through the way you came in.
What do you mean?
There. Here, hon.
What?
There.
Yeah, I like to learn from people. It's actually pretty cool, in my opinion.
So, right needle, prop it under your arm. Keep your fingers close.
Laura has a fantastic memory, so I expect Laura to be able to watch someone do something and pick it up really easily, remember what they did.
Up through, off. Good.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. 5 minutes.
Around, back through the same hole, and off. I was in the zone. I was ignoring all outside distractions and just repeating the same thing over and over.
He seems incredibly focused.
He is very focused.
For me, the knitting was hard because it kept slipping off.
She's really floundering here.
Ah!
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Needles down.
I don't think I made my grandma or my mom proud.
This was Andrew. What do you see?
The first row, no mistakes at all. The second row, not so much. So he's done 35. I was quite impressed, actually.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Linda's giving Andrew a score of 8 out of 10. Now, let's see how Laura did.
She got 1 row done. And then this 1 stitch has fallen off the end, so she only did 16 stitches.
Laura, you get just 4 out of 10 from Linda. So, Andrew takes round 1. Laura needs to win the next one to stay in the competition. Round 2 of this elimination challenge. And I thought for something completely different, we'd do something that I'm personally passionate about. Maybe the belt buckle will give it away. Are you ready to meet your expert?
I suppose.
Come on in, boys! Come on over, boys. These are my buddies. They're rough stockmen, bull riders, and bull fighters. And they join me on the rodeo tour when I'm not working here. And in that trailer is a PBR bull. He's a professional rodeo bull. His name is Get Jiggy.
I can imagine.
Andrew, ever thought you'd get on the back of a bull?
Bullback riding?
I'm going to show you just how dangerous it is to simply prepare to ride a bull. So pay close attention if you want to win. Okay, so I'm going to climb on the bull right now and get locked in. And I'm going to put my knees on him, just so he gets used to me being there.
I do have a fear of bulls. If it was a horse, I'd be totally comfortable with this challenge.
He's a good boy.
This is really terrifying.
It's Andrew and Laura in the Elimination Zone challenge. They both fear going home, but right now, they fear something else.
This is really terrifying.
Obviously, I'm not going to put you on this bull. It's 1,600 pounds, and it's too dangerous. But what I am going to ask you to do is be my bull rope partner. You're going to tie my rope and help me get into that bull. Now, there's an art and a skill to this, so watch carefully, because I'm only going to show you once. First, you must learn to prepare my rope. We take the bull rope with the right hand, with the loop.
Both Laura and I were kind of acting it out as Daniel was doing it because we really wanted to get a sense of the steps involved and what it looks like at the end.
You pull that through, and that is your bull rope right there.
I'm not scared at all. I'm more scared that I won't be able to tie the rope properly.
For the next step is that we're going to put the rope on the bull. This is a two-person job. I'm going to act as myself, the bull rider, and AJ is going to be you. Hook the rope up. I'm going to give him the tail, put that through. The handle is over the bull's spine, tie it secure, ready for me to get on. All right, that's it.
No, I've never tied a rope on an animal. Even if I'm afraid, I'm going to be confident about it because animals smell fear.
I hope that Andrew's nerves do get the better of him. The fact that Andrew's a little bit scared might work against him.
To push this to a third round and stay alive, Laura must win this portion of the challenge. But Andrew has to push back his fear to get the job done. All right, Andrew, I've showed you once. Prep my rope, go.
Under, over, through. It was difficult to remember exactly how to do the knot. One or both, can't remember, through here. Getting the knot right was absolutely critical. No, we're supposed to pull it tight like that. I think that's good.
We go under, then through, grab up here, and I probably shouldn't have grabbed the loop the way I did. Pull on the right and left here. Wait.
Come on, Laura, concentrate. This could be your last chance.
Pull it tight. Yes, there you go.
Think you got it?
This feels like some semblance of a good rodeo knot.
Now, on to the critical part of this process, helping me get on the bull and ready to ride. You are going to help save my life. I need you to be there for me.
Yep, I will.
You got it?
Got it.
All right, in your position. Let's do this.
So I'm pulling it through, Daniel.
Okay.
Stand by. Daniel asked us to rescue him if something went wrong, and I actually took that really seriously. All right, so what I want you to do now, Daniel, is let the bull know that you're here. I was really prepared to pull Daniel, bodily off the bull.
I'm shifting this down.
All right. Remember, this is important. I'm getting on this thing.
This would be my immediate elimination if I can't do this better than Andrew.
Easy, there we go.
I'm gonna pass you the rope for you to go around twice.
You done?
I
happy?
believe so, yeah.
Your hands shouldn't move. I think that's about right. Okay.
Yeah? All right, I'm good.
Yep.
My cowboy colleagues were very impressed with both of you. You both did a great job with the knots. You were incredibly responsible in keeping me safe. But in the end, we're giving Andrew 8 out of 10 and Laura 7 out of 10. Laura, you are not Canada's greatest know-it-all.
That's not good. Thanks a lot, Andrew. Guys, I had a great time. I think I've done myself proud.
Any great know-it-all is a student of life.
It's an amazing experience here. And I hope that they take away some of my positive enthusiasm and emotions.
And the desire to learn always trumps ego.
I hope that they did learn something from me in the sense that I hope that they learned how to laugh.
Except when you're with a group of know-it-alls. Next time on Canada's greatest know-it-all, there's a dramatic shift in the ranks.
I believe it's the 4 that should be here.
As the top 4 continue their climb to the top.
It got very confusing for me.
Paranoia and suspicion enter the game.
Where's Junior? I'm going to screw with him. you got there?
Nothing to see here.
I don't know what Carla's got going on, but it didn't inspire confidence.
And one more know-it-all will crack.
What?
Thank you.